Frobot. Jeez. That intro's bright. Hey guys, welcome to the 4th episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Today... Oh jeez. I'm blind. Okay, I'm good. Today we're playing episode 4 of Doki Doki Literature Club, the psychological horror game that's wrapped up in an adorable little weeaboo anime dating simulator cover. So, if you're under the age of 13, or if you struggle with the topics of suicide, depression, self-harm, that sort of thing, please do not watch this episode. Please do not watch this series. So far, the game hasn't focused too much on any of those things. However, the idea is that it gets really, really dark and deep into that sort of thing. Possibly this episode, possibly next episode. I really have no idea. So please, I request that if you're 13 years or younger, that you do not watch, as well as if you struggle with those things. I will continue to post Super Mario Odyssey if it's still posting. I recorded up to episode 16. So if episode 16 hasn't come out, hey, you got more episodes to look forward to. And if it has, then I need another game to play. But, yes, thank you for respecting my wishes, and, let's get started. Yuri lifts her head.
Caleb,
Yes?
I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Caleb, do you like oolong tea?
Oh yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. You shouldn't do anything less. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you only...
It skipped it for some reason. Perhaps I will.
In that case, you only...
You're right. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway.
You haven't even read my second poem yet. Dang, I'm in the zone. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Caleb. It's very endearing.
That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I'll watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Caleb, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
No comment. Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because my...
Your posture, right? Always hunched over, like that while reading?
Yeah! My posture! I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'm an idiot, so I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. This bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I didn't sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assumed the same reading position as last time, even each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer together.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Our shoulders are touching? What is this world coming to? I don't know if my character is an idiot. Yeah, he's an idiot. I don't know. Yuri's always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Actually, I say he's an idiot. He's exactly like me. He's exactly like me. I try to act all cool, calm, and suave, but then when the girl starts, acting a little bit more like, once they take a little bit more action, I'm just like, I can't handle this. I'm overloading.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Everyone 13 and younger out of the room? Cool, thanks, good. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Yeah? You sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course. I don't want your grimy little pleb fingers all over my book. You moron.
Oh, she's so cute! I love the little, the effects. I love it. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. Yeah, so cute! But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips around it.
Eh?
Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. He doesn't even know.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Caleb.
Sorry. I just fed the girl chocolate. That was kind of like a step up. I don't know. Caleb, slow down, bro. Abort. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do.
Girl, friends don't sit on the floor together reading a book and eating chocolate, but feeding the other chocolate. I mean, sure, they can, but...
Right?
I mean, not really in this kind of context, but... Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything.
I see. They're both adorable and shy and awkward, and I love it because that's me! I love this! This is adorable! And that's something terrible's gonna happen. I'm gonna scream. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can just tell by her expression that she can't even focus right now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did he even come to this? Oh no! What do you think feeding the girl chocolate is like a secret base or something? Like what are you freaking out about? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. This is so awkward. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Yeah! Monica! Ah! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Caleb, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Yeah, great, thanks. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's get Natsuki out of the way. I I like Natsuki. I really do. She's adorable, and tsundere is all heck, and like adorable. But you know, right now with me going after Yuri, it kind of immediately clashes with Natsuki's character. So, with that in mind, if I want to proceed after Yuri, then I need to kind of understand that I can't really put Natsuki to as high of a regard. Sayori honestly is just a friend to me. I could definitely see her being like a cute, like little relationship thing, and Monica just doesn't seem to care either way. She just seems to like me. Anyway. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. Huh? What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Huh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem and handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. That's what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Aw, dang, I didn't get to see her poem. Now I feel bad. Well, I'm gonna save this terrible timeline. See, I don't want to be all wishy-washy. I don't want to go between girl and girl and girl, like, you know, just be like, you know, oh, Yuri this day, Natsuki this day, because that's like, I'm sure that's a different type of ending. I don't know. Does this game have different endings? Please comment that down below. No spoilers, obviously. But let me know if, like, I need to go back and, like, you know, do a better job of, like, kind of being a bit more even or something. You know, I really have no idea. Okay, well, I'm going to show it to Yuri last. I'm going to show it to Sayori.
Oh, I like this one, Caleb. It has some nice feelings in it.
Oh, I'm glad. Does this mean it's better than yesterday's?
I don't know. I guess I like them both.
It's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Exactly, yeah, just let the girl enjoy the poetry. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither. Just really depressing stuff, you know? Like tragedy and, you know, just depression and... I'm dead inside.
Alright. Yeah. Why don't you at least try giving it some thoughts?
You want me to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right?
What's the word I'm looking for? Stupid?
Bittersweet.
Ah, that word, yes.
Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow.
You're adorable! Why did I not go after Sayori in the first place? Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Huh? It is? Yeah, I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Caleb. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, right?
If it says, gives a little rain cloud a happy hug, I'm gonna scream. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like bundled kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on itself with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Oh my gosh, that was really good, but also like, I don't know. Holy crap, right? That's the title of this episode, basically. That's what I'm thinking. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but
I mean,
I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
This sounds like a Monica poem. I was wondering. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. That's exactly what I was feeling in that other episode. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out so good, and you should be proud of it.
Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of being obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Awesome. I love passion. I am going to show it to Yuri next just because I want to see Monica last. But we don't have time in the episode.
Let's see what you've written for today. Oh.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it, my darling?
Caleb, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. I almost said imaginary. That would have ruined my guys. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Mom spaghetti.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself, and besides, people just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends?
Yeah.
Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The mood increments its phase, and reflects that much more of my light off my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. A slice of bread, fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions on this newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement, a rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I know the title of this episode. Am I the raccoon?
I was a little more daring with this one than with yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about, because I'm a moron.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what this is supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself.
That is not where my thing is all.
So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Caleb?
Well, Nope, nothing that comes to mind. Yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
What'd you say?
You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening, feeding me chocolate. There really aren't many people like you, Caleb.
If I had a nickel for every time random women said that to me, my girlfriend's gonna kill me. That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Alright, now for Monica.
Hi again, Caleb. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that.
As long as it's not going bad.
I'm happy that you're applying yourself.
Maybe soon you'll catch up with a masterpiece. You'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote today?
Sure, here you go. Give my poem to Monica.
Alright. This one's good.
It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her.
Sadly, she's mine, so stay back. Sadly, it's hard to get a much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish that she didn't keep to herself so much. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her.
Eh? You completely misunderstood, madam.
Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
What?
Yeah, a fictional one anyway.
Monica kind of whispers that last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but...
Well, there's not really anything wrong with that.
Oh, well, I know. I was just saying that. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. I'm actually ready for your poem. I'm sure it's going to be great. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me? Like a save file load me? Is this... What was that game that I played forever ago that had the creepy looking little flat guy and he was like cursing your computer, so once you beat the game you literally can never play it ever again because that's just how the game works, because you know, free your computer from the curse. Thumbnail on the screen. I see nothing there, so I don't remember at all, but it was a good series and it's kind of reminding me of that. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
I don't know how to respond to that.
You never know you never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Sorry, pardon me. It's just crazy stuff. Oh my god. What do you mean save your game? What do you mean?
I'm gonna save my game now! Because I might change my mind! Whatever that means! Okay, everyone! We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I had something extra planned today,
so if everyone could just come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. No, don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. So I'll have to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a room full of people. You know, interestingly enough, my school, Mississippi College, actually does something like this every year. We do a poetry recital, and basically, there's two sides of it. You can sign up to have your poems read, or you can sign up for reading someone's poems, which is really cool. They usually go to like the English department for people who want to like write poems, and they usually go to the theater department, which I was a part of theater,
Who would have thought? I was a part of theater, so they would go to us about reading the poems. If you wrote a poem and you wanted to read it, you were more than welcome to, and anyone could volunteer for either. But that was typically just who they advertised mostly to. So there was a couple of years where I would just read random people's poems. It was a lot of fun, and you know, that would be a really cool fix for this, but obviously they're not going to do that because it'd be too easy. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. And we start the event and each puts on a good performance. It'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with the others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain quiet. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I really don't have a choice. That's the spirit. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. It certainly will. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. You're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Isn't that a poem that Natsuki did? Also, I'm going to save again because I don't like any of this, honestly. I'm way too suspicious. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she just simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yeah, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as he starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she so suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. And I've gone a little over again. So next time on Calibrated Gamer, we will see what her poem is about, as well as, figure out what the heck Monica was going on about saving her game. I mean, I know this is a game, so that shouldn't worry me. But the fact that this game is supposed to be set in reality, and the fact that she said that really worries me. But I've already had my suspicions. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm, just amazingly handsome. And right. I meant and right. But until then, subscribe to Stay Calibrated. Hit the little bell icon if you want to be notified of when the next episode comes out. Like and comment down below if you want to see more of Doki Doki Literature Club. I am going to go get dinner now, but I hope to record at least 1 or 2 more episodes tonight. Either way, let me know, just in case I can't record it anymore, and if y'all want to see anymore. Because these episodes are very long. They take a while to edit. They take a while to post. I can't record as many of them but I wanted to record at least 30-minute, if not an hour episodes of these, just because that's just the kind of game it is. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will see y'all in that next episode. Doki doki. Bye, guys.